One of our community's premier events is back, and this week, for the first time in 3 years, you can participate in Generation W in person. In fact, this year's theme is connection, and I'm so happy to be connecting with the founder of Generation W in person, Donna Orender. It's such a pleasure to see you.
In person, it's
in
so
person. I know. I'm just so excited about this interview. I said, wow. It's been a while. We were talking, you know, we haven't seen each other for good reasons, and you've been very successful keeping this program going forward.
Well, I think Generation W is really about connecting people, educating, inspiring. And so when the pandemic happened, right, we were kind of torn apart. We were put in lonely places. And so we really tried to step into that and keep people connected through our Refresh series. And of course, we did Gen W virtually, all of our teen girl programs. I mean,
and outstanding participation, you were saying. So that was wonderful. So we got to keep that ball rolling.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so explain, for those that don't know, what is Generation W? Why is it so important to bring women together?
Well, it's important to bring women together because women truly are the soul, right, and the heartbeat of communities. We represent, you know, a 52% of the talent base in a world that is increasingly in need of great talent.
Right.
So the idea to have equity at the table, to have all kinds of different opinions, it just enhances productivity, decision making, and you know, all the research shows enhanced ROI and return on investments for all companies when they actually have better gender equity.
Right, makes perfect sense. And you know, what topics will you cover this year? You've had such exciting topics in the past. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, well, this whole idea about connection, we really looked at, well, we learned by being on our own how powerful connection is, our real biological need for social connection. So we'll be talking about individual connection. We'll talk about connection to nature. We thought about money because, you know what, think about it. When the pandemic started, while cryptocurrency was there, crypto wasn't what it was now.
Right, it's
There's a whole new industry called NFTs. It's $1 trillion industry. Where did that come from in 2 years? And so we really feel it's important because most people say I've heard of it, but I have no idea what it is.
Right.
So we'll be able to talk about what it is.
Okay, there you go. We're gonna know what it is.
We know what it is. And then we got like Pat Garrity, the CEO of Florida Blue, and we have Denise Williams from FIS, and we have the Reverend Dr. Emma Jordan Simpson from the Auburn Seminary. Three great thinking minds to talk about the real challenge of leading in the Great Divide.
Right. You've had so many great guests in the past, keeping that, you know, narrowing the gap you were talking about, the equity, gender equity. So this year it's going to be the best year ever. I know it. And how can people get involved? That's the main thing. Let's do it.
GenWnow.com. So two things. One, like, so if you're here and you can, companies, this is such a great way to invest in your company, in your talent, in your people. It's like, put the flag on the ground. I see you. I care about you.
Right.
And if you can't come, then we are live streaming this year. We're producing an extra live stream.
Okay,
so
that's important.
Everybody can be involved in participating in it. And we just love you to come. We'd love to be connected. Actually, generating these connections are so good for our mental health, our physical health, our social health. Not to mention, it helps our business health as well, right?
Right. So Generation W, yes, let's do this. Another great year on the way. Donna, always a pleasure to talk to you.
In person.
In person. Fine, I have to do this. All right, I had to do it. All right. So Generation W coming up. And so, you know, get involved and go to our website for more on this. And that's firstcoastliving.net.